Hello, my name is Lola, and I'm going to be reacting to Hulk 2003 Nostalgia Critic. Um, this was recommended by Nabel, Kung Fu Geek 2, Gabriel Smith, and Paul Westerfield featuring Hulk. Thank you for the request. I'm sorry I haven't been recording. The reason because, well, my camera broke. The thing that was holding it up just freaking broke in the middle of one of my videos I was recording. um yeah, but at least it's not broken to where like, oh, I can't record anymore, gotta buy another one. uh I got it set up so that way it doesn't fall, hopefully, during one of my videos. But yeah, and thank you to everybody who's been so patient, and I'm very sorry. But anyway, the Hulk, not really one of my favorite Marvel heroes. In my opinion, my most favorite is Iron Man. I love Iron Man. I remember being a kid and going and seeing the first Iron Man movie that came out, and I was like blown away, like holy crap. But about a few years before that movie, I remember seeing this one, and yeah, I remember not liking this one. This one, it was mostly how can I put it? Boring. That's how I see it. And also, the effects have not aged well compared to, you know, other movies nowadays. Yeah, I remember just not liking this one. This one was boring, and just the effects were terrible. Yeah, and I remember like I couldn't stay awake for the ending. Like I don't even remember the ending. Like anyway, let's check this out. See what Nostalgia Critic thinks about it. And if you want to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Oops. Like I said, hopefully the camera doesn't fall. But it almost did. Anyway, here we. Oh, and oh wait, did I already say my intro? Yeah. Here we go.
Nostalgia Critic, critic of nostalgia, searching for a movie to tap into the inner frustrations every movie nerd has.
Ugh.
Then, a viewing of a fascinatingly misdirected
Oh,
movie
yeah, the Hulk
alters his
dogs.
chemistry.
What the?
And now, whenever he hears any mention of the movie Hulk, a startling metamorphosis occurs.
Malcolm, Tamara, do not show me that movie. You wouldn't like me when you show me that movie. I exploded.
The critic is wanted for property damage he didn't commit. Well, okay, he did, but it was just of a movie, and that movie sucked. The critic's patience is believed to be dead, and he must let the world believe it is dead, until he can find a way to control the whiny bitch fits that dwells within him.
That was awesome.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. You know, this should be the easiest guy to make interesting. The Incredible Hulk is a classic Jekyll and Hyde story about scientist Bruce Banner whose experiment goes wrong and turns into a giant green monster whenever he gets angry. It has both the psychological and physical elements that usually make for great classic storytelling. Yet his cinematic ventures have been so underwhelming that despite him being many people's favorite parts in other movies, no solo movies are planned in the near future. And that all started with the simply known as Hulk. How can a story about a giant green monster be boring? That was the challenge presumably given to director Ang Lee. He just finished a winning streak with his martial arts opus Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, winning over box office, critics, and too many awards to count. So producers immediately said, we want that for our action-packed Hulk movie. But what they were missing is that Ang Lee usually did social dramas. He did Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon because he always wanted to do a martial arts movie. One martial arts movie. He brushed up for years on martial arts flicks so he could figure out how to do it right. With Hulk, very clearly he was a director for hire, and saw this more as a means to experiment rather than bring a lifelong dream to life. And much like Bruce Banner, this experiment would haunt him for the rest of his days. He certainly recovered and returned back to his comfort zone, but the mark this movie left on comic fans is probably the most uniquely bad since this.
This is why Superman works alone.
But while that was bright and colorful and at least made little kids happy, this would only make that kid who stands in the corner saying, I'm bad, happy. Because he's gonna set someone on fire. So, why is this the most intriguing and yet somehow also most boring of missteps? Well, let's make everybody angry with Hulk. Whoa, tone down those expectations there. This is not the movie you're going to get. No, let's instead do those early 2000s credits of blurry close-ups mixed with sped up and slowed down editing. I've always wanted to see an intro with my glasses off and a monkey playing with the remote. Okay, Coco, push play. No, now you're fast forwarding. No, now you're slowing it down. No, now you have it on extreme zoom. No, pull it back to normal. This is the best way to watch this movie. Oh, if you think this style is only done in the credits, your senses are in for a bludgeoning. Because there's gimmicky editing techniques throughout the entire film. And I mean the entire film. Just look at this flashback of Bruce Banner's father.
I'm gonna have a baby.
If you find this mildly annoying, then just add 2 hours of it and that M will quickly turn upside down. Like me, you might be wondering, what's the point of all these transition tricks? Trixitions, as I like to call them. My best guess is Ang Lee wanted to create the closest thing he could to a comic book, meaning the film literally has panels, speed lines, and elements of space and time overlapping each other. There's just one problem with that though. If you're adapting a book, would you constantly put words all over the goddamn place? This is way too friggin' literal!
Gamma decontamination will occur in 30 minutes.
After I take it back, there's 2 problems with this technique. In a comic book, these are used to suck you more into the story. It leaps off the page and brings you into their reality. This is constantly taking you out of what's going on. You can't ever breathe in the world because the movie's too busy trying to physically show you the lines that they're supposed to be breathing in.
Gamma decontamination will occur in 30 minutes.
Actually, I take it back. There's 3 problems with this. I'm sorry to dwell on this so much, but this is literally throughout the whole goddamn film. It's best to tackle it in one. Other movies like Spider-Man and Sin City look like the comics they portray to create a stronger environment for their world. They're adventurous, they're action-packed, they're totally over the top. You know what this film mostly consists of?
Are we passing inspection?
Safety's all going green.
That! A lot of sitting around and talking! So the style doesn't even match the tone. It's like they realized there's no friggin' excitement in this flick, so to remind you it's even supposed to be a comic book film, they're like, throw some Comic Sans in there, put that frame there, that frame over there, and make it look like the Brady Bunch. Comics! We get this! And second thought, maybe we don't. Where the hell was there a comic that had imagery like that? Maybe if I read it while doing this. Also, I don't think trees are a big focus of comics. We're really putting the camera on this? We're this bored this early? Unless this is Treebeard's porn stash, why are you shooting that? So something tragic happens in Bruce's past that he's repressed, and with his dad taking his mother screaming into the back, you can probably guess what it is. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna spend the whole entire film wondering what that— he kills his mom! Come on! It even cuts immediately to a foster home when he's a teen. You think we couldn't figure this out? Though, to their credit, maybe his stepmom's disinterest is supposed to distract us from connecting the dots.
There's something inside you. So special. Some kind of greatness. I'm sure someday you're gonna share it with the whole world.
Okay, cut. That was good, but let's try something a little different here this time. Let's try trying Though don't worry, stepmother, the award for least amount of effort clearly goes to Jennifer Connelly. I get the feeling every day she showed up to the set and the crew was like, okay, Connelly, are we gonna act today or not act today?
There was some sort of explosion. They wouldn't let us into the building. I was worried about you.
Not act today. Okay, it's a not acting day, everybody. We just wanted to know how to shoot it to make you look invested. Hell, I think the most gripping performances in the movie probably come from these two.
Security would be beefed up a lot more in a place like this.
I really believed he wanted tighter security. And I really believed that Lou Ferrigno was, looking at him. Okay, I didn't even believe that, but he looked like this for years. He gets a pass. By the way, -2 points for even your credits not being consistent. When even your font doesn't know what it wants to be, you're kind of in trouble.
Bruce, big day. Just sleep?
We find out that Bruce, played by Eric Bana, is working on ways to expose gamma rays to electro energy gigawatts capacitor. Sciencey shit where somehow superpowers are the wrong answer. They try their experiment on a frog and discover the results are a little too explosive.
Oh. Poor froggy.
Somebody call Miss Piggy, there's been an accident.
You want to go to the review board on Monday and tell them we've developed a brand new method for exploding frogs?
Yeah. I think maybe there's a market for it. Frogs start falling from the sky. Who do they come to?
Oh, ha 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 ha! No, really, suck it in while you can. That is the only joke in the entire movie. Oh, excuse me, there's a bookmark of a man reading Fighting for Space. Okay, if you're really gonna draw this much attention to your transitions, I'm gonna drive even more attention to it by putting in the goofy sound effects they deserve.
Betty!
This dick-face McSneer smirk is Glenn. He's... do exactly what you think he's gonna do. Try and steal Banner's girlfriend, get in the way of his experiment, and waste a lot of time trying to explain every boring reason why.
So, how's business?
Yeah, he's pretty much the bad guy.
Your little molecular machines have some incredible applications. How'd you like to come work for Atheon? Get paid 10 times as much as you are now.
The Hulk! People calmly discussing things, staring at each other in silence, but... look! Green walls! It's kind of like the Hulk is there, symbolically! Oh, you just don't get it. You don't understand the layers of subtlety and conversation that need to be had with... the Hulk! Ooh, look, it's the film's first big surprise. They got a new janitor.
Hey, what happened to Benny? Is he not working the night shift anymore?
I'm the new guy.
That's exciting.
Good to meet you.
Same.
Ah, the classic mop transition I see so often in comics. Man, it's a good thing nobody takes a shit in this movie. So Bruce sits around staring at old pictures of Connelly as his girlfriend. Oh, come on! Even the Kodak film has to run through the pretentious filter? I'm just waiting for the prisoner of Azkaban to knock him out with a bottle of butterbeer. This results in a flashback of when Bruce and her were still dating.
Tell me about your dream.
It starts with a memory from when I was maybe 2 years old. I was living out at Desert Base with my father. Suddenly I'm alone.
Yeah.
Talking about dreams, reoccurring dreams, with your boyfriend being your father and trying to strangle you. What?
What?
That's terrible. You know it never hurt you.
Okay, anyone that's new to the dating scene, I don't know what Ang Lee is trying to tell you, but if your date says they have a reoccurring dream about you as their father trying to kill them as a small child, out. Just get out. Don't even make up an excuse. Just flee.
Yeah.
The only person you should flee faster from is Nick Nolte. Of course he's in this movie.
You may not want to believe it, but I can see it.
Nolte plays Banner's real dad. I'm not sure if he went crazy and then did the film, or if he did the film and then went crazy, but there's regret to be had all around. I guess he's supposed to be intimidating, but it doesn't really help when you're stalking a guy with 3 cuddly dogs by your side. No, seriously, this was supposed to be a threatening image. I'm sorry, the dogs goddamn ruin it. Banner is so intimidated by this that he actually closes the blinds. Why? Even the most paranoid person wouldn't muster a sweat from this.
What is that? Hey, buddy, Best in Show is down the street. When are you gonna break out the baton and have them bark ode to God. I thought I was gonna die of laughter. Oh, they really need to be in a Hulk movie.
Bruce walks in to find Smooth Suit who wants to weaponize his ability to blow up frogs.
About Glenn,
There's nothing to talk about.
Oh, good. Then do something! Jesus, we're a half hour in and not only has no action happened, but think about it. What do we really know about Bruce Banner? He fondles babies in other people's dreams. Well, that's the most I'm getting out of it. Oh no, something's happening. Stop before it leads to the dangers of interest. Harper, get out! The experiment seems to go wonky and Bruce sacrifices himself to a Photoshop filter. No, really, it's this one. See? Finally leading to him transforming into a guy in a hospital bed. Oh my God!
How's Harper?
he's all right.
The Hulk!
Yeah.
How's Harper? He's all right. We're gonna sell so many toys.
Your name is not Krensler.
But hospital security is proving it's worth every penny as Nick Nolte and his presumably extended family sneak in to see Bruce.
You've had a terrible accident.
So perhaps you should leave now.
We're gonna have to watch that temper of yours.
Yes, Lord knows, this really seems like a guy who flies off the handle.
I'll be fine.
Whoa, hey, watch it. That faint whisper almost turned into a dull roar. Connolly agrees to meet with her father, played by Sam Elliott. Whoa, a car! Sorry, this movie's so dull I confused that for an action sequence. Who is also interested in their scientific discoveries.
Look, I'm gonna get right to it. This Krensler you work with, you know who he really is? How much do you actually know about him?
You ever notice how Sam Elliott talks like he has one last bite of steak in his mouth?
Well, right now I'm not at liberty to.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Chew.
notice some
Chew
things.
and swallow.
Ask me to make some
Chew
inquiries.
and swallow. It's rude to act with your mouth full. Don't make Marvel waste you in another movie.
Maybe this time you just honestly wanted to see me again.
I do want to see you.
I really wish that I could believe you.
The Hulk!
Yeah.
The teaser that literally looked like this was literally representing this.
It's so boring.
The Hulk! The funny thing is, we're about 45 minutes in. Well, okay, I guess they're doing the Jaws effect and trying to build up the green guy's appearance. But here's the thing, when he does finally change, it happens right the hell out of nowhere. Yeah, he's just sitting at his computer doing work and suddenly he's like, shit damn it, I want the Hulk! There's only so long we can pretend we know what we're talking about. Deliver the green M&M on Shrekoids! Yeah, that's great, that's great. We waited 45 minutes to see this damn thing. Please focus on the beaker. That is clearly what we want to look at. You know when Jaws did show up, they didn't focus on the life preserver. Okay, he's here. Christ, we finally got him. At friggin' long last, here is the Hulk. Get him the hell out of here. We gotta change him back as fast as possible for more boring conversations.
Were you at the lab?
There was that man.
Who?
That new janitor. The one with the dogs.
Christ, I can't take this anymore. I need a break. Here's some people that know how to sell something fun better than this goddamn movie.
Yeah, did I mention this movie was boring?
Hey kids, you want something smashing?
Yeah!
Well, crash your way to excitement with the Hulk. Now that you have everyone's favorite crushing machine, what are you gonna do with him?
I'm gonna think about the repressed memories that might be hiding in my psyche.
Okay. Hey little girl, what are you going to do with him?
I'm gonna use him as justification to finally confront my domineering father.
Oh, Melody, that's so brave of you.
Thank you, Cliff.
Well, doesn't anyone want to use him for smashing and stopping the forces of evil?
Shh! Can't you see he's distraught?
I can't believe we're losing the grant money.
It's okay, Cliff. We'll think of something.
Will we? Or will we be lost to the visual representation of our own subconscious?
Oh, Cliff.
Melody.
The Hulk. It's as much fun as it looks.
We're done with childish things.
Wrigley commercial.
So as mentioned before, Connolly visits to explain what happened.
What happened to you last night?
It was like being born. It was like boom.
Reacting by not reacting. Done. But it looks like Elliot thinks Bruce might be behind the lab being destroyed.
We have no idea what your father is saying, ma'am. Can you help us?
Mitchell, escort my daughter outside. I'll join her shortly.
Chew and swallow.
And that's for the new guy in the night shift.
Connolly goes to Nick Nolte's house, filmed presumably on location at Nick Nolte's house, as she discovers he's Bruce's father, and they have a competition for who can speak the softest.
Carry him. Change him.
He seems to think he's involved in some kind of threat to national security.
My son is unique.
He was born without a personality. Actually, that's not very unique in this movie.
And a very beautiful woman like you, your attentions can't be completely unwanted.
You make the fleas in my beard go crazy.
Besides, he's made it clear he wants nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I can clearly see that you took my scarf, as displayed by this shot of me clearly seeing you taking my scarf.
I have some work to do.
I'm not asking for it back, director. I mean, you focused on it. You actually showed a scene of me seeing him take it. I'm not retrieving what was touched by Nick Nolte's dirty, disease-filled hands. You know what? He can keep it. He uses the scarf to give her scent to the Beast from Sandlot. As cops surround Banner's house, keeping him under house arrest.
That's all I want to talk to you.
Doing a bang-up job, as you can see. Oh no, the cops should call the cops.
Talbot, yeah? You're making me angry.
How dare you make me feel an emotion in this film?
Mr. Giant, I swear I ate all my vegetables.
He makes his way to Connolly's house, whose reaction is exactly how it is in the rest of the film. Cut! Okay, Connolly, let's try something a little different here. Act! God above! I would have gone through at least the majority of the Three Stooges reactions at this point. A tarantula! Oh, but for some reason you thought that didn't deserve a big reaction? How about this?
Zoom, motherfucker. Oh my god, are you serious? That's not the final thing, is it? Oh, sorry. Zoom, motherfucker. What is this? Guys, come on, no.
Yep, this is the first action sequence in the movie, 1 hour in, and he's fighting mutant pound puppies. Isn't this always what you wanted? When you saw the Incredible Hulk on TV and cartoons and in the comics, weren't you always wishing for the big screen adaptation where he fought the zombie cast of Lady and the Tramp? You just know Stan Lee was watching the dailies of this and was like, "Aang, I know you directed Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Is there any chance you can actually put in a Crouching Tiger or Hidden Dragon? I'm just saying, I created Stripperella, and even I'm finding this pretty dumb." So the Hulk defeats the mutant poodle, something I didn't think I'd say while watching this, and changes back because, by God, we haven't seen enough of him as a normal guy yet, have we?
What were those animals?
Well, I believe the scientific term is ridiculous. But Elliot tranquilizes him and takes him to his base where he keeps him out cold, much to his daughter's dismay.
He saved my life.
Yeah, from a mutant French poodle. I'm indebted to him for that.
You know, Sam, you almost made that stupid line work, but you didn't. You still had to say the words mutant French poodle, but it was a good try. Nolte experiments on himself, trying to continue Bruce's work, allowing him to physically adapt to his surroundings. This, in all honesty, leads to maybe the only cool scene in the movie. God damn it, why'd that cool hand have to be attached to Nick Nolte? And why'd that Nick Nolte have to be attached to this film? Don't worry though, they give you more of exactly what you came here for, friggin' talking. Only this time, there's an army to stop any exciting developments, so there's no fear of that pesky joy. Hell, I think even the soldiers would be shouting at them to get some action about now.
It's hard to believe we used to live here.
I must have seen you or known you.
If only I could remember.
Oh my god, make him angry! Tell him the movie's gonna bomb. Tell him he's gonna be replaced by 2 actors. 2!
This is my old house, isn't it?
You know, you see that unused playground equipment that's supposed to be fun for kids, but is in the middle of an empty, lifeless wasteland? I can't help but wonder if that's Ang Lee's symbolic cry for help. Just have a good nap.
Go to sleep.
How dare you wake me up! I was having the most wonderful dream where I wasn't watching you! So Glenn takes over the operation so he can weaponize the Hulk's DNA. But while studying him, Bruce dives deep into his repressed memories and figures out the painful truth, in that it was so painful how much we already knew the truth. Bruce's dad killed his mom.
You cannot imagine the unbearable finality of it.
Yeah, here's another big surprise. I think that's Wonder Woman. He, of course, turns into the human Battletoad and he tries busting his way out. But they have foam to stop him. Because if it makes bath time fun, surely it can make the Hulk fun. Okay, I think this scene only exists just to make a caption contest. Like, name this movie and give only wrong answers. Or explain how this is somehow the way we first met. Or this is what we spent $137 million on, guys. We cray-cray! Wow, even by this movie's standards, that was a new level of what? Coming summer 1977, a spin-off of Charlie's Angels entitled Guy Flying Over Fireball Looking Like a Twat. Elliot does the sensible thing of releasing him onto the world. Oh yeah! And the military tries to take him down in the desert.
To hell with this interpretive dance bullshit, I gotta smash something!
Okay, I know the Hulk is supposed to be able to jump far, but the way they do it, he looks like an unrendered Mario character. And we finally get a little bit of Hulk actually fighting someone. Oh my god, that was amazing! I am still falling! We're just gonna hold on the shot until you realize that looks like a penis. Got it? Good. Back to the action.
Come back or we won't give you a pointless romance with Black Widow. Okay, fine, you get a subtext romance with Thor.
But he makes his way to San Francisco, presumably to stop more seasons of Fuller House. We then interrupt this thrilling action sequence to give you shaving. Was every scene based on a bet? Hey, I bet you can't do a Hulk movie where he fights a poodle. Hey, I bet you can't do a Hulk movie where he's stopped by bath products. Hey, I bet you can't do a Hulk movie where he shaves in the middle of a fight sequence. Whoa, Ang, I meant just try one of those bets in the movie. I didn't know you'd do all 3. Oh my god, there should be a diffuse manual for the bomb you're making. He, of course, keeps going and makes it to the city. All right, now it's time to do some real damage. Go Rampage before Rampage mucks it up. Or, in keeping on track, stop before you get to the actual cool stuff. That works. Not at all. Blow him to hell. So Nolte is brought to his son, which obviously means the movie should focus on the conflict between Nolte and Elliot. Maybe they had a competition for who could be understood the least. He's brought in to apparently take part in the stage play version of the film. Bruce, what's your favorite word?
Sour face. Brown hair. Brown eyes.
But hey, let's have this 2 hours of suck go out on a high note, as Nolte gives his best impression of Yosemite Sam swallowing a duck.
Infected humanity soul! of the kind that walk the earth disappear to me. Men out there in their uniforms.
I, Hulk, your milkshake.
Think of alarm they've
Nick Nolte
done.
looks like he needs to take a bath, man. Like, seriously.
Wow. I don't think he could
And then
shoot
that-
more scenery than if he literally picked up the set and started biting into it. Whoa, I was just kidding. Somebody should actually stop him before he eats himself. He absorbs the electricity, making him super powerful, and I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say Connolly stares blankly at this. I never thought I'd say this, but can we have this performance back?
Someone has been in my room again. I hate that. I hate it!
I can't promise it won't lead to this, but at least it's an attempt. Banner turns into the Hulk and Nolte flies them away, absorbing whatever he touches. It's the ultimate battle between father and son, even though there's surprisingly been very little time dedicated to them interacting as father and son. So much has not been building up to this.
Hey, we may be bad, but we're not Fan 4 Stick yet.
Oh, that don't remind me of that movie.
Oh my god, it's the audience patience is about to blow! But the army nukes them and they're both presumed dead. Connolly cares so little that she's lost her true love that she actually consoles her father rather than her father consoling her. When will I be more considerate about how my lack of feelings affects your feelings? But of course they can't shake this feeling that Banner is still alive.
Look, if by some chance he did survive, try to contact you, try to get in touch.
I know he's still out there. The Bruce, taking it easy for us sinners. And it looks like he is still out there using his research to help others until somebody tries to stop him. And roll those exciting looking credits that in no way reflect the joyless mess that we just witnessed. The Hulk! This movie's terrible!
Yeah.
It's the perfect definition of misguided. It has some neat ideas, neat visuals, and I'll even argue that one or two of those transitions could be very effective, clever, and even beautiful at times. But there's just no thrill or investment. Banner is not made an interesting character. He's forgettable and bland, just like the rest of the characters. And when you can't find them interesting, you can't find the film interesting. Plain and simple. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and I need to journey to find better movies to watch.
Yeah. And yeah, I get it. The intro and the outro are from the original 70s. I think, didn't it come out in the 70s? Or early 80s, Incredible Hulk show with Lou Ferrigno. God, like I said, man, this movie was boring. Like, I think I remember, like, hearing one person said, "Oh, the effects are good." I was like, wow, you must not see a lot of movies if you thought this was good or okay. Like, yeah, I'm just glad it's over. Oh, thank God it's over. Yeah. Yeah, and I remember seeing the sequel, or, well, no, it's not really a sequel. No, it's CMCU version of the Hulk, the one with Edward Norton. I remember that one was boring too. Like, and also for some reason, yeah, Lou Ferrigno made an appearance in that one too. Like, it's like, why, man? This movie sucks. But anyway, I was glad when they got Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo was really good as the Hulk. Heard there's gonna be another Hulk movie. I forgot what it's called. It's Hulk Hulk War or something. Like it's based off of a animated Hulk movie. I don't really know. Like who knows? Maybe that one might be good, decent. I don't know, man. But it's got to be better than this one. It's just got to be, man. Like. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Critic summed it up. This movie was boring, dull, stupid. Like, anyway, yeah, that's it. That's my reaction to Hulk 2003 Nostalgia Critic. And everyone, take care of yourselves, each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.